Hello, everybody. I was initially going to share these messages. I've gotten three more messages. They're all two from Jesus, specifically for me, and one from Billy, who I've gotten many from, ex-husband who passed, from dear, dear friend, love of my life, uh, person, lady, and for her and for her girls. So the last one's been for him. They pertain to her, kids, his kids, and mostly from me. And so I'm going to go ahead and share them. If you don't want to listen to them, an explanation to them, that's fine, because they just pertain to me and guidance from me. And everything's pointing to and confirming to me, not just through these messages, but other spiritual communications, to be leaving Florida here soon and going back cross country to Las Vegas. So all this round journey has been kind of a leap after faith after leap after faith after leap after faith, building trust in Him and growing spiritually, and then He gives me specific things to do along the way. So it's really a testament to what He wants for all of us to do, to trust in Him. And it's not easy. He understands that, but it does take. You have to make those steps. He can't make them for you. And the more you make them, the more your trust grows in Him, and the easier they become. Okay, this will be my number 1235 from the 9th of January, 2019. In this world of irreprehensible deeds, which we've all witnessed and read about and continue to see, you've walked many lives sowing my seeds. Again, confirming multiple lives serving Him. All for the greater good of man, all according to my Father's plan. Confirms who it's from. Many have failed to heed the words through each of my sacred thirds. Again, the sacred thirds I've mentioned exactly, still haven't learned exactly what they are, but my feeling is has to do with man's time. Creation to Moses, Moses to Jesus, Jesus to the end of this age. Even I, son of the Father, so few ever seemed to bother. All I shared whilst I was here failed to listen, let alone hear. Or alternate ending, failed to listen as I walked near. So he's describing what it was like when he was here. Few people listened, or even bothered. So he understands how it is for me and for so many others of his servants and faithful, that how hard it is to get other people to follow and to believe. Duties begotten unto thee long ago, means things he's given me to do very long ago, when first among the many to know. So confirms I was first to be told what all, I was the first to volunteer, first to learn what all was going to be involved. You stood before me with open heart, aching to do all 'twas thy part. For this and much more you were chosen, depth of soul to be unfrozen. Feel the tendrils seeking release. These tendrils, these little feelings, fingers of light deep inside where our truth is, our soul, the piece of Him, trying to get out, trying to crack the last of the walls that I built around myself inside, that we all do. And this can happen to everybody. Just, again, communicate with Him and trust in Him. Once begun, shall not cease until freedom once again attained, to feel the joy of all you've retained, kept hidden inside. So I was going to continue to break apart my personal walls. To feel the joy of all you've retained deep within your heart of hearts, rejoicing in all the Father imparts. Again, this is for all of us. Open up, let go of the past, continue to rebuke over and over, continue to repent over and over, continue to forgive over and over, continue to believe and grow in faith and belief and trust in Him, communicate with Him, put Him first, and ask His help to in letting go and destroying your own walls of Jericho that you've built and imprisoned yourself in. This for everybody can happen. For you have served me well, my friend, shared all that you have penned. Many more to hear thy words I'll send to you by sacred birds, his messengers. Cherubim. Messengers in, well, many forms. Messengers in many a form to take. Some may be physical form, some may be spiritual form. Gifts I send shall not slake, shall not end, but not let up. Returned and forced for thy needs to sow the last of the seeds. So when we took my gifts, they've lessened because I said that I didn't need them right now. So he said they would return stronger than before, and he's reminding me of that. And I just kind of look at it as, hey, if God's all one infinite source of light, says, say, if you need more energy someplace else, or more forces someplace else, you don't really need it here at this point. So take some from there and redisperse it. It's kind of like in a war, on a front line. Okay, the enemy's not attacking over there; it's weak. So take some of those forces over there, move them the way the more needed at the time. So it's kind of like that. But they're going to return full force. So the last of the seeds. Few who listened shall not arise, yet they too will have open eyes. So the few who have listened to me, that I've sown seeds upon, they shall not rise right away, yet they will have their eyes woken up to where in time, eventually, in the end, they will make it. In their time to join with those who've already attained heaven's repose, what I just said. Do unto those whom you love, speak with words of the dove. Marry she whom thou know once you reach where you'll go. That's his first hint that I'm going to be going. Well, actually, it's the second, because I got a spiritual message before. And he told me to marry her, whom I already know. For she shall awaken with truest soul, and then to be once again whole. So she shall awaken with her truest soul. This refers to the ancient wife that's supposed to rejoin me. And this person was a wife in one life until these messages inform me there was multiple lives before. So she will again be made whole. By your side until the end, when together I shall send, unto the light for which thou seek, being thee humble and so meek. And as he's told me before, when I go, this angel wife is supposed to join me, be going at the same time, along with my dog. So that's wonderful. Her love to grow over time, set free from hearing this rhyme, which I read to her, to unlock the doors remaining in thee, so you as well can soar so free. To thy duties, Sarah shall go, as she learns more what's needed to know. And that's one of her daughters, who was also has the soul of her mother in previous life. All things are possible. So nothing always blows my mind when I learn something really wild and out there, but it's all possible, and so I believe it. And you believe it, no matter how crazy or wild it sounds or impossible it sounds, all things are possible with God. You believe it. In time you'll understand it, accept it, and he'll give you some more information. Just like school. You believe what you're being taught, accept that, embrace it, then you're ready to learn some more. But if you just closed off to that, nah, you're never going to go anywhere. So to thy duties, it says thy duties. I assume it was her duties. It might be my duties. To thy duties, Sarah shall go. So maybe she's going to take over some of my duties. It just occurred to me. I don't know. As she learns more, what's needed to know. Spirit, her younger sister, who's a healer, a guide to receive, protected against those who try to deceive. Together, a purpose soon shall see, once receive the words from me. So they have purpose together. Sarah's supposed to protect Spirit, who's the healer. Sarah's a warrior. You are my joy, for all you have done. Why I told thee you are the only one. Those who wait shall be set free when they follow you unto me. That's speaking of these at my gateway. Spirits at my gateway. Again, there's thousands of gateways and gatekeepers like me. So those who wait shall be set free when they follow you unto me. Darkness harries thy every step, constantly trying to get at me. That's never going to end till we leave this, till we get into heaven. Having become so, darkness harries every step, every step, having become so very adept, very able and capable at detecting them. Worry not, for thine protection detects all forms of imperfection. So all the protection I got around me detects that, and then my abilities as well. Through the course of coming weeks, you'll receive a number of peeks into the future of thy path, receiving all that you'll have. I haven't received any of those yet, but I look forward to them. Receiving all that you'll have need of along the way up into the final day. She awaits your return. I know how much you yearn. To the day of thy departing, to the west I'll be imparting. So this she is an ancient wife I'm going to be joined with, or Penelope. I'm not sure which one he's referring to. I know how much you yearn. To the day of thy departing, to the west I'll be imparting. Again, pointing in direction. He always gives a direction first. Well, no, he always tells me I'm going to be leaving, then he gives me direction, then he tells me where. The route for you to take, your mother thou not forsake. So the way there, he's basically telling me, go see your mother. So, which is in Atlanta, so I've got to go north anyways. So I will go to see my mother. So he's telling me that. Now here it mentions who I'm going to. So like that was confirmed there. Judy, Esme, Beatrice, her names, Portia as well, soul all the same. So telling me, and then telling her, she's had four lives altogether that we know of so far. Might be more, I don't know. Judy, Esme or Esmeralda, Beatrice, her name, Portia as well, soul all the same. It's all one soul. Times and children soon to know, as the days and nights come and go. So we learn more and more about all that. Listen well to those I've sent. What they share comes from my tent. Bits and pieces to thy past, completing puzzle to the last. So looking forward to that. You will know all an end. Go with grace, for soon I send thee across the land through her loving hand. Peace, love, signed. Very few of them are signed. So that's the meaning of that one. And again, I get how I get. Not the only way I get everything I've learned about myself in direction and guidance, but this is confirmation. Generally, I get awarenesses or maybe some other form of communication, and this always confirms it. It always gets confirmed. So that's that one, and I'll share the next two in a bit. So that's all I have for this. Again, if you watched it, believe it, don't believe it, as always, that's on you. I hope you do. I hope you get something from it, at least from this first half of this one. Might have got something from. But again, seek from him, and you'll find more about yourself, about him. Ask to receive and understand it, discernment. And you'll receive it. Knock, and the door of understanding and knowledge will be open to you, and the door in the end, and the light will be open to you. Don't bother with things of this world. Don't bother unless it's something he wants you to do or to have, because he needs you to have it to do something for him. Everything's for him. It's your choice. Peace of Christ. God bless.